Hello, everyone. Welcome to Purpose Coaching with Jean, your daily dose of encouragement. Here, we usually come together to find wisdom, motivation, and clarity for life. Today, I want to talk to you about something real, something a lot of couples are silently dealing with, but too embarrassed to admit: a sexless relationship. You might be living together, sleeping in the same bed, paying bills, raising kids, and even smile in public, but deep down you know something is missing. The intimacy, the spark, the connection is all gone. And the truth is, when intimacy dies, something deeper in the relationship usually dies with it. A healthy relationship is built on more than love. It's built on connection. Intimacy isn't just about sex. We know that. It's about closeness, affection, and feeling desired. When that disappears, it leaves a silent wound. One partner starts feeling unwanted or unattractive, while the other feels pressure or emotionally disconnected. Both start drifting apart. When couples go without physical connection for a long period, they experience what's called emotional starvation. The body may survive it, but the relationship rarely does. People begin to feel unseen, unloved, undesired, and that emptiness can slowly destroy trust and connection. Most couples don't talk about it. It's awkward, it's sensitive, and they fear rejection or blame. So they stay silent. They avoid each other. They stop trying. They turn to work, kids, or distractions just to fill the emptiness. But here's the danger: silence becomes a third partner in the relationship. It fills the space where love used to be. And every day that passes without connection, the distance grows a little wider. Avoidance may feel safe, but it is emotionally destructive. You can't fix what you refuse to face. And the longer you pretend it is fine, the more it isn't. Now, let's be honest. A sexless relationship can open door to infidelity. That doesn't mean anyone who's in one of those will cheat, but it makes the relationship vulnerable. Infidelity rarely starts with lust. It starts with loneliness. Someone listening when your partner doesn't. Someone compliments you when you haven't felt seen in years. That attention, that attention feels like oxygen when you have been suffocating emotionally. From a therapist's point of view, cheating is often not just about sex, it's about unmet emotional needs. People crave connection, they crave validation and touch. When those needs are ignored for too long, temptations feels like a relief. But infidelity never fixed the problem. And people usually realize that after the fact. What it does, it adds new pain to the old one. What it does, it becomes a long-lasting scar that both of you have to deal with. And over time, this kind of disconnection affects mental health. The partner who feels rejected begin to experience anxiety, low self-esteem, or depression. They may start to withdraw emotionally or stop trying altogether. The partner avoiding Intimacy might carry guilt or shame, or they could be dealing with physical, emotional, or hormonal struggles they haven't talked about. Both parties are hurt, just in different ways. A sex-less relationship doesn't just harm the body, ladies and gentlemen. It weakens the emotional and psychological foundation of love. You start functioning as a teammate, not lovers. The friendship remains, but the passion fades. Here's the truth that people don't like to say out loud. When you're really in love, you want to be close. And I'm going to leave that there. You crave connection. You want to touch, to hold, to kiss, to feel your partner near. Love expresses itself through an intimacy, ladies and gentlemen. Real love doesn't withhold affection, it gives it. When you stop wanting to be close to the person you're supposed to love, it's usually because something emotional has shifted. Maybe it is resentment or unhealed hurt or emotional exhaustion. I don't know. Emotional safety drives desire. When a person feels safe, seen, and appreciated, intimacy flows naturally. But when there's anger, fear, or rejection, the desire shuts down. You can't say you love someone and constantly reject their needs for closeness. Love shows up, love gives, love connects. So, how do we heal from a sexless relationship? Healing from a sexless relationship take work, and I'm sure you guys know that. Not forced intimacy, but rebuilding trust and emotional safety. Start small. Be honest about what's missing without attacking each other. Listen more than you defend. Reconnection begins with empathy. Hold hand again. Do not minimize that. Share gratitude. Laugh together. And if the issue runs deeper, seek therapy or coaching. Sometimes what feels physical is actually emotional. Desire doesn't come back through pressure. It comes back through emotional worth. When you feel love again, you start want again. A sexless relationship doesn't always mean love is gone. No, it doesn't mean that at all. But it does mean the connection needs work. So do not ignore it. Don't minimize it. Because I ignore it today, become regret tomorrow. Love doesn't die in a moment. It fades in silence, in avoidance, in neglect. But the same way it fades, it can also return through honesty, effort, and communication. If you care, fight for it. If you still feel something, nurture it. Healing takes two, not one person. Not one person begging while the other stays distant. Both have to choose connection again. Sex isn't everything. We know that. But intimacy is essential. It's not just a physical act, it's how we express love, trust, and unity. When that disappears, the relationship suffers. But with honesty, effort, and compassion, it can be revived. So before we go, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. And if you are struggling with disconnection in your relationship, visit purposecoachingwithjean.com. I would love to help you and talk you through it and rebuild what feels broken. I'll see you in the next one.